Welcome to your favorite news network, the Dusty News Network. You know where Negro news comes first, and I'm so excited to be your host today. Breaking news. Guys, listen. I don't know what's going on in the state of Ohio, but we already know we had the Cincinnati Music Festival melee. There's a lot of racial tension going on right now, especially this year. I don't know what's going on, but we even have this stuff going on at the cemetery, okay? So this story broke where you have a white lady with her mom and her son or whatever. They out there at the cemetery and they somehow get into it with some black young ladies. All right, you can see the full video over on Wallstar because YouTube, if you link stuff from YouTube now, they start to hate. So maybe I could put it at the first comment at the top, but go check out on Wallstar, right? It's the last 2-3 days. What ended up happening was the white lady starts to spray paint the lady with mace.
Y'all seen it, right? Y'all seen it, right? Bitch, what are you doing? Y'all seen it, right? Y'all seen it, right?
We tried our best so that you can't really see what's going on, but you can kind of hear what's going on, right? She's spraying the lady with mace. After being sprayed for no reason, the woman starts to whoop her ass like she stole something. And then after the fight is happening, watch what she tells the black chicks.
Now you're going to jail for assault because you maced her. And you got that whip. You're going to jail for assault because you scared. The police is on their way. And you still got your whip. And you still got your whip.
She calls them you effing N-word. Now let me just say this. And I've noticed what's going on now. Look, if a white person get their ass whooped after they start the fight, it's the black person's fault. Now, remember the story of Michael Robinson? This is just not so long ago in Simi Valley. Those white kids jumped him, beat him up, did all kind of crazy stuff. You're not hearing nothing from Fox News. You're not hearing nothing from the right. Everybody's silent on that. Brandon Tatum ain't got nothing to say about it. Kenneth Owens ain't nothing to say about it. But now, when you get a situation like this, and you have a white lady who was spraying these ladies in the face. Now, they had to end up calling the police to get it all on tape. The white lady got her behind whooped, and she most likely gonna go to jail. And you're using racial slurs and still trying to fight after that. I'm just gonna tell you, okay? Somebody gonna try to paint it as it's these young women's fault. Now, one of the girls, she started twerking after whooping her ass. Only criticism I have of that is, why don't you come put that all on me?
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Just put that on me. Like, you don't have to. You're twerking on the wrong person. Enroll at Clapathon Tech so we can do something with all that. You need to let me do something with that. You're doing too much. Let me handle that. Let me Coach O'Shea. Let me run that offense. Okay. But again, I've been seeing the racial tension in the States, man. And I don't know what's going on with Ohio. Y'all out there doing down bad. But yes, that lady, look, it's unfortunate, but you had it coming. Stop trying to spray folks with mace. And then after you get your ass sprayed, you're still out there trying to fight. Next story. Guys, we back in North Carolina again. And another religious leader is down bad. See this guy right here? This is a priest, okay? St. Anne's Catholic Church. I went to St. Joseph Middle School in the 90s. So St. Anne's, we have one in Sacramento, but they have one in North Carolina. Shout out to all the schools named St. Anne's, okay? Love you. But this pastor is doing more than the Lord's work. Well, let's find out what he's doing. So guys, we got some more booty clapping going on in North Carolina. All right. So now we're in Johnson's County. This man is actually a priest. His name is Father Clemente Guerra Olvera. He has been arrested after deputies allegedly caught him trying to get his cheeks clapped with another man on the church's premises in the parking lot. All right. Sheriff said their deputies were patrolling around 1 a.m. at St. Anne's Catholic Church when he spotted a young man chilling in a parked car and another man bolting on foot behind the church like his collar was on fire. The one trying to escape was the priest himself, Clemente Guerrero Olvera. Now, basically, this priest was trying to hook up with Jquavius Brinson of Benson Stopper. Jquavius, we already know what he is. We already know what community he belonged to. We ain't got to say nothing else. That is #FBA. Investigators said the alleged hookup happened on church property, and Father Guerrero told them he lives there. Not only was he about to get his cheeks clapped, he was allegedly doing it on the church ground. He was arrested and charged with 1 count of felony soliciting prostitution. He was booked under a $2,500 bond. The other man, Brinson, who also got arrested, faces a misdemeanor charge of prostitution. He was given a $10,000 unsecured bond. So hold on, damn, this is racism, man. How Jquavius is down bad, but the other guy is not down bad. Like the priest get a lesser crime and he actually a priest. I don't get it. He's out there with a black dude by the name of Jquavius. We already know what community Jquavius comes from. Jquavius is FBA, unfortunately. #FBA. Jquavius was on Grindr, which is an app for gay, bisexual individuals. And it was a lot of clapping going on, all right? Clapping was going on. Here again is my criticism. Why is it that Jquavius is getting a $10,000 bond, but this guy is a $2,500 bond? Is it because his name is Jquavius? I know that most people named Jquavius don't have good credit. I know. But that don't mean you got to just go ahead on and just raise they bond. That's racist. I don't get it. And I told you, North Carolina is down bad. How can you be a priest? You invite the dude. He wouldn't have known where you live. You live on the church premises, so he wouldn't have known. So basically, y'all was clapping, or maybe the priest was clapping him, because the priest had to be. I don't even want to think about it, because he got up and ran. So it's hard if you're in a clapping position to get up and run. So the priest was. I don't even want to think about it. So the priest started running, and he get less time. He the one that should be in the jail for good. But you know what? This story is getting out of bounds for me. Next story. So this story is interesting. You guys know the rapper Lil Yachty, all right? Lil Yachty, you know he rich, he ball and everything like that. Well, somebody allegedly stole his Corvette. Now there's a young lady who baby daddy allegedly is the person that stole the Corvette. And she says this.
Story time about the time my baby daddy stole Lil Yachty's Corvette and crashed it. And Lil Yachty people came and got my baby daddy and beat him up. And broke his nose, broke his fingers. And I had to take him to the hospital. So, and y'all, I know some of these stories sound wild. But if you from Atlanta, then you know that everything I'm saying is 1000% true. So, boom, this was a couple years ago. So my baby daddy used to hang out at the studio. And for story purposes, we're going to call this studio Street Addicts. So, my baby daddy used to be at Street Addicts. And on this particular day, Lil Yachty was up there. And I believe he had a Corvette or something. And my baby daddy saw the Corvette. And he thought that he could steal it and go steal the Corvette. So, Lil Yachty is inside recording with his peoples and all that stuff. And then my baby daddy ends up going outside, hopping in the Corvette, leaving. And trying to, go take the Corvette to go sell it. Mind you, my baby daddy did not have a license. So, he's driving a fast Corvette or whatever, and he has no license, and he ends up wrecking the Corvette before he makes it to the destination where he's supposed to be selling it at. So, my baby daddy ended up leaving the car at the scene, of course. And everybody from the studio ended up calling him because, of course, they see him on the cameras take the vehicle. They end up calling him hey, you need to handle where the car at, They found out that the car was wrecked. And now at this point, it's really pressure because you don't have no money to replace this man's car. Nothing. You done took this man's car and you went and wrecked it. So at this point, of course, Lil Yachty, that man having money. He tripping on his car, but he not tripping on his car. He's more so tripping on the fact that a nigga felt like they could take his vehicle from him. You know how rappers be it be about street cred, it be about shit like that. So at this point, it's bigger than the car. It's bigger than you just taking my vehicle and all this shit. Bitch, you took something from me and I'm a rapper. Like, basically, it's some shit like that. So cool. So my baby daddy, he lay low for a while, all this shit. And I guess he started, like, getting back comfortable thinking sweet. He started back posting when he was outside. He started back posting where he was at. All type of shit. And he thought shit was sweet. So one night, I'm at my grandma's house because, of course, I'm pregnant at this time, too. I'm at my grandma's house or whatever, and I get a call at 3 a.m. It's from my baby daddy. He crying. He hysterical. Oh, I just got robbed. You know, I'm trying to see what word I can say on TikTok where I won't get banned. I got basically whipped with a pew. I got jumped by multiple. Like, they tried to steal the car because he drove my car to the club that night or whatever. Like, yeah, it's all bad. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I need you to come meet me at the house and take me to the hospital. I get to the house, my baby daddy's nose is, like, on this side of his face. His fingers, like, he can't bend his fingers. They stuck out like this, all types of stuff. So I'm thinking that my baby daddy got robbed. Like, they took his phone and stuff. They did take his phone. They took the little money that he had in his pockets and all that stuff. And I'm like, why would somebody rob you unprovoked? He's making it seem like it's just a random robbery outside the club one night. So he going on about how he got robbed and all that stuff. So of course, like, the next day after we leave the hospital, wait, let me back up. The hospital ended up saying like that his nose was broke or whatever and his fingers was broke. So they end up, like, you know, treating him for it, put him in a little cast. So cool. So the next day, like, I take him to replace his phone, all that shit. So my baby daddy, he's one of them people where even if you beat the shit out of him, he's still gonna keep talking. He's still gonna keep picking because he has an image to uphold. So as soon as he gets his phone, he's on Instagram, yeah, with another phone, whoop, 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 all that shit. I guess the people that did this to him did not like this. So the boy that did it to him, he ended up posting the video on Instagram. Yeah, for everybody to see. So once he posted, I then see that he did not get robbed. He did not get jumped by multiple people. Multiple people did not jump on him. They did not beat him with the pew. He simply got his ass whooped by one of Lil Yachty's partners for taking his car and wrecking it. It was one individual. And yeah, he put belt to ass. So cool, at this point, like, my baby daddy, like, he trying everything to get the video deleted. He telling this to delete the video, all this shit. The boy like, I'm not deleting nothing. Every time I see that, it's gonna be that. So at this point, my baby daddy is not even going outside. He's into hiding. Like, he's embarrassed because everybody know what happened now because you told everybody that you got robbed. Mind you, my baby daddy was at the studio with all of his partners the day that he stole the car. Mind you, the night when he got beat up outside of the one and they broke his nose, took the car keys, took the phone, took his little money and all that stuff, all of the same partners that he was with at the studio when he stole the vehicle were there. Nobody jumped in. Everybody sat and watched. Yeah. Nobody called for help. Nothing. Because I guess they was tired of the little shit he was doing because this wasn't his first time coming around doing no shit like that. So, yeah. So, the shit ended up going on Instagram and all that stuff. And anybody that knows my baby daddy that I'm talking about knows he's an Instagram ass. This is the first time I ever seen my baby daddy get silent on the internet. Like, no words. He had nothing to say. Nothing. Yeah, so eventually the man who did it to him, he ended up getting, you know, unalived a couple of years later. And then that's when my baby daddy took it upon himself to go on the internet and, you know, pop his shit. Why are you popping your shit? The man getting unalived as if you had something to do with the unaliving. As if you went and got your get back for what he did to you. That man still passed away untouched. And he still whooped your ass so bad that you was seeing multiple and thought you got jumped. No one person did that shit to your ass. He turned you every way but loose. Hello.
So, none of his friends did nothing. And allegedly, Lil Yachty went on to the lady's TikTok, put LOL, and basically, I guess it must be true. But damn, number one, why you telling? And number two, why his homeboys ain't help? Anyways, listen, guys, just don't steal and you'll be quite all right. Next story. So guys, we had a hell of a show. We had the racist white lady who got her ass whooped after pepper spraying somebody, the gay priest who was getting clapped on Grindr, and then you have the lady out there exposing her baby daddy for basically stealing Lil Yachty's Corvette and getting his ass whooped. Who shall win the Dusty Word of the Day? Jerry Music! Drum roll, please. It's a tough one. It's the gay priest. First of all, let me say this, man. It's not because you gay. I wanted to give it to the Karen, but that happens so often. But bruh, I'm gonna tell you why. You invited him to the church where you live. You out there in the car at 1 o'clock in the morning. You can't have nobody coming to your house. Oh, you don't want to hear all that moaning and groaning, so you out there outside. Then you tell him to come to the church. You can't go nowhere else. You can't go to the Airbnb or something like that. You got to clap right there in the church parking lot. Then get exposed. I hate to do this to you, priests. Y'all call them fathers, but Rev, throw that dust on him. It's over for you. Guys, that's my time. Subscribe, hit the bell. It's the Dusty News Network. We out.